Hey, good afternoon, Mark Morris, TotalBeatBroke.com, TotalBeatBroke.com. Talk to you a little bit about my mistakes I made as a rental property owner. The biggest mistake I made, one of them I made, was my grandmother passed away. We had a friend at the house staying in the house, and I also had an uncle there that was staying too. I was like, okay, the rent was $300. I went through, had them both write a contract that they would both pay half the bill. Great, because I wanted to renovate the place. $300 would allow me to start doing some roof work, some better landscaping, fixing like the fence that was falling down. Subscribe. Mark Morris, TotalBeatBroke.com. What happened? Neither of them paid the rent the first month. They didn't pay the rent the second month. They paid late or gave me partial rent. And my mistake was I let them stay in the house. I should have just got rid of everyone and started over. Even if it would have cost me money to pay them to leave, I should have paid them. That was the mistake I made. Then I had some duplexes when I was in Yucca Valley. When I should have known there was a problem when the person was like back and forth with the security deposit. Here's $100 here, here's $50 there. I should have just said, you know what? If you don't have the whole forward thing, move on. Then I had another mistake I made was with the people with the security deposit. Should just sometimes that's a story for another thing. But I raised the rent. Everyone wanted to move out or had all complaints. I should just moved out. Mistake was I didn't have like a lot of money to handle the float. It was too tight, and also the state of California kept raising the tax bill. So when it comes to rental property, you need a lot of units, or you need to have a good house with a lot of money coming in. Subscribe. But most important thing, you got to be comfortable talking about talking to your tenants about money. Just tell them, hey, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. You're going to have to move. We may have to fight the eviction project. I know it'll take time, because I know everybody has excuses. I remember I had a tenant do something, called the city on me. You can't make me move my my Volkswagen. You're leaking oil on the fucking ground and causing a problem for me. Your cat's pissing all over the apartment and stuff. But the past owner just was collect the rent. So I just came in as the new owner and didn't really understand it. So now I've worked with Grant Cardone, and I've gone to different apartments and had other property. Now I know how to handle it. I'll teach you my mistakes, but the most important thing is just get comfortable talking about with the money with your tenants, and if you got to go to court, just go to court, man. It's not worth it being nice, especially in California. As soon as you're gone, you're gone. I don't care, because I know what's going to happen is we keep having this housing shortage. Sooner or later, you're going to be out on the street, because it'll be on your credit, or people just have a way like to say, hey, I'm not going to need to let this person move in, or you'll be living in a ghetto somewhere where you have guns and shootings like that. So that was my mistake. Let me know what you think. Subscribe.